So you've worked with hundreds of athletes across the board in high school, college, professional. What or who rather the most freak athlete you've ever worked with? So when I think of freak athlete, I think of someone who is strong as shit, but also pretty fast and has a good level of mobility. Like they can literally do everything and it doesn't make sense. Is there someone that sticks out that you've worked with that you would say is the biggest freak athlete you've ever been in the weight room with, you've ever coached?
Yeah, there's a few.
You can name more than one. You can give them shout outs.
Let's see. Cooper Taylor was a pretty freak athlete. He was a little stiff, but he was a freak athlete. Extremely strong, extremely fast, extremely explosive. Max Prockel.
Cooper Taylor was safety.
Yep.
Went on to play safety for the Giants, right?
Yeah. Max Prockel was a pretty freak athlete. I remember him from back in the day at Richmond. He played wide receiver. I think he played safety for a year as well. Kid I coached recently, a couple years ago, Fork Union. Nuke Bradford, he's playing for TCU now. He was an absolute freak, and I think he may have been one of the best players I've ever coached.
I don't think it's possible not to be a freak when your first name is Nuke. I think if you want your son or daughter to have freak skills and freak genetics, it starts with the name. So you give them a name like Nuke, and then out of the womb, they're spending their whole life trying to live up to their name. You plant the insecurity in the womb, and then they have to live up to it. It's a good strategy.
Yeah, I think that was he had a pretty normal first name actually. His nickname was Nuke. But that kid.
What was the actual name?
Oh man, I think it was like Myron or Myron
Steve.
or Marlon. Yeah, Steve.
Steve.
But this kid, I remember we played a game, and in 3 defensive plays, he blocked a punt, returned it for a touchdown. The next defensive play, he had a pick six, and the next defensive play, he had like a 10-yard TFL.
Damn! So literally doing everything.
Yeah.
Back to back plays.
But he was a freak. He ran a low 4.4 for us with turf toe. Squatted almost 500, probably about a 200-pound body weight. Dude is a beast.
Is there something that connects those guys in the weight room for what they were able to do? If you took genetics out of it, so let's just say, obviously genetics plays a huge role in what you're able to do and achieve in the weight room. But if you put that to the side for a second, is there a mentality or a way these guys approach the weight room, something they did that allowed them to reach that freakish level?
I would say it kind of goes back to that run through a wall mentality. They're going to do anything and everything, whatever it takes. It's almost like a fearless mindset.